Welcome to Inspiring Book Summaries. You want to know the secret to becoming the best version of yourself? You want to conquer challenges like a boss? It all starts with a little book called Make Your Bed by Admiral McRaven. This ain't your average self-help book. This is about real-deal lessons learned in the trenches, forged in the fire of Navy SEAL training. We're talking discipline, perseverance, and pushing yourself further than you ever thought possible. In this video, we're breaking down the 10 most electrifying lessons from Make Your Bed that'll transform your life. We're talking game-changing habits, mental toughness, and unleashing that inner greatness. So, if you're ready to level up, crank up the volume, and let's get after it. Lesson number 1. The foundation upon which empires are built. Make your bed. I know, sounds too simple, right? But trust me, this ain't about being a neat freak. It's about starting your day with a win. When you make your bed, you're taking control of your morning. It's a small victory, but it sets the tone for the entire day. You're telling the world, I'm disciplined, I'm organized, and I'm ready to dominate. And think about it, even on those tough days, when you come home exhausted and beat, that perfectly made bed is there. It's a visual reminder that you accomplished something, that you can achieve anything you set your mind to. So don't underestimate the power of a made bed, my friends. It's a small step that leads to giant leaps in life. Now let's talk about lesson number 2. You can't go it alone. In the SEALs, they say, the only easy day was yesterday. You need your squad, your team, your rock to lean on. Life's the same way. Whether you're chasing your dreams, building a business, or just trying to be a better you need people in your corner. People who believe in you, who push you, who'll pick you up when you stumble. Don't be afraid to ask for help, to surround yourself with positive, driven individuals. Remember, iron sharpens iron. So build your tribe, your support system, because together we rise, together we conquer. Let's talk about lesson number 3, and this one's close to my heart. Only the size of your heart matters. In the SEALs, they don't care how big your biceps are or how fast you can run a mile. What matters is the fire in your belly, the grit in your soul. Life's the same way. Success isn't about where you came from, how much money you have, or what kind of hand you were dealt. It's about heart, my friends. It's about having the courage to chase your dreams, even when the odds are stacked against you. Don't let anyone tell you you're not good enough, not strong enough, not smart enough. Because the truth is, you are enough. You have everything you need within you to achieve greatness. It's about digging deep, pushing past your limits, and never, ever giving up. So find that inner strength, that unwavering belief in yourself, and watch what you can accomplish. You gotta embrace the grind. You gotta love the process, the journey, even when it gets tough. Because that's where the magic happens. That's where you build character, resilience, and that unshakable belief in yourself. Don't be afraid to fail, to stumble, to get knocked down. It's gonna happen. It's part of the process. The key is to get back up, dust yourself off, and come back stronger, wiser, more determined than ever before. Remember, every setback is a setup for an even greater comeback. So keep pushing, keep striving, keep grinding, because the only way to fail is to quit. You know, a lot of people think becoming a Navy SEAL is all about being built like a brick house. They think you gotta be bench-pressing battleships and outrunning cheetahs. But Admiral McRaven, he lays it down straight. It ain't about the size of your muscles, but the size of your heart. See, SEAL training, it tests you in ways you never thought possible. It pushes you to your absolute limit, physically and mentally. And what they're looking for ain't the biggest guy or the strongest gal. It's the ones who dig deep, who find that extra gear when everything's screaming at them to quit. That's what McRaven means by heart. It's that fire in your belly, that refusal to back down, that grit that gets you through the toughest challenges. And believe me, life throws some haymakers your way. But just like in SEAL training, it's not about the size of the obstacle, but the size of the fight in you. This lesson, it translates to everything you do in life. You want to chase a dream, start a business, make a difference in the world? It doesn't matter where you come from, how much money you got, or what hand you were dealt. It's about having the heart of a warrior, that relentless drive to succeed. Don't let anyone tell you you're not good enough, not smart enough, not strong enough. You got something special inside you, a fire that can't be extinguished. It's that inner strength, that unwavering belief in yourself that'll carry you through any storm. So dig deep, find that inner warrior and unleash it on the world. Show them what you're made of. Remember, success isn't about being the biggest or the strongest. It's about having the biggest heart, the strongest will. Now here's a hard truth. Life ain't always fair. You can do everything right, put in the work, give it your all, and still get knocked on your, well, you know. Admiral McRaven calls this being a sugar cookie. In SEAL training, they got this thing called inspection. And if your bed ain't perfectly made, your gear ain't spotless. You're doing push-ups till your arms fall off. Then you're rolling in the sand. You're a sugar cookie, covered in grit, tasting defeat. The point is, sometimes life throws you a curveball. You get passed over for a promotion, a relationship falls apart, a dream doesn't pan out the way you planned. It's easy to feel defeated, to want to stay down for the count. But that's not the warrior way. See, being a sugar cookie, it's not about the sand. It's about how you react. You gonna lay there feeling sorry for yourself? Or you gonna get up, dust yourself off, and come back stronger? Life's gonna throw dirt on you, no doubt, but it's your choice whether you wear it like a badge of defeat or use it to fuel your comeback. Shake off the sand, learn from the experience, and adapt. Remember, every setback is an opportunity to rise even higher. The world's full of people who played it safe, who never took a risk, who never tasted the sand. Don't be one of them. Embrace the challenges, learn from your mistakes, and come back stronger. That's the mark of a true champion. Now let's talk about failure. Nobody likes to fail, right? It stings. It makes you question yourself. But here's the thing about failure. It's not the end. In fact, it can be the beginning of something even greater. Admiral McRaven says in SEAL training, the guys who failed the most, the ones who struggled the hardest, they got sent to a special place. They called it the circus. Sounds fun, right? Wrong. It was brutal. Extra exercises, extra drills, designed to push you to your absolute breaking point. Now you might think, why would anyone want to go through that? Here's the thing. The ones who endured the circus, who embraced the suck, they didn't just survive, they thrived. They came out the other side tougher, more resilient, more determined than ever before. See, failure, it's like this intense forge. It melts you down, burns away your weaknesses, and what emerges is a stronger, more resilient version of yourself. The key is to not let failure break you. Use it as fuel. Every time you fall down, get back up. Every time you get knocked down, come back swinging harder. Embrace the struggle, learn from your mistakes, and let those experiences shape you into the best version of yourself. Remember, the path to success is paved with failures. It's how you respond to those failures that defines you. So embrace the suck, push through the pain, and let failure forge you into something truly unbreakable. You know, life's a lot like stepping into the ring, right? You can train hard, be in the best shape of your life, but if you never step into that ring, you'll never know what you're truly capable of. Admiral McRaven, he knows a thing or two about stepping into the ring. He's talking about daring greatly. This ain't about being reckless, it's about calculated risks, about pushing your boundaries, about going for that pin when everyone expects you to tap out. Think about it. Every single success story you've ever heard, it involves some level of risk. Starting a business, asking that person out, going for that promotion. It all starts with taking that first step outside your comfort zone. So what are you waiting for? Identify what you want, what you're passionate about, and then go after it with everything you've got. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take, right? Now, let's be real. Stepping outside that comfort zone, it's scary. It's unfamiliar territory. But you know what? That's where the magic happens. That's where you grow. Admiral McRaven, he's saying that playing it safe, it might feel comfortable in the moment, but in the long run, it leads to regret, to wondering what if. And trust me, you don't want to live with what ifs. So, embrace the unknown. Embrace the challenges that come with daring greatly, because on the other side of that fear, that's where you find your true potential. Look, I'm not saying it's going to be easy. It's going to be tough. You're going to face setbacks. You might even stumble and fall, but it's how you get back up, how you learn from those stumbles that defines you. Remember, the greatest victories are often born from the biggest risks. Let's talk about bullies. We've all encountered them at some point in our lives, right? The ones who try to intimidate, to belittle, to make you feel small. Admiral McRaven, he's got a powerful message about these folks. They thrive on fear. They prey on those who they think won't fight back, who they think will cower and let them walk all over them. But you know what? You're stronger than that. You have the power to stand up to them. Now, I'm not saying it's easy. It takes courage to stand up to a bully. It takes guts to look them in the eye and say, no more. But trust me, the moment you do, you take away their power. Because deep down, bullies are insecure. They're trying to compensate for their own weaknesses by putting others down. But you have the strength within you to rise above that. Courage isn't about being fearless. It's about feeling that fear, acknowledging it, and then taking action anyway. It's about saying, you know what? You might be bigger, you might be louder, but you don't define me. I define me. Admiral McRaven, he's seen firsthand the kind of courage it takes to stand up to bullies. He's talking about the battlefield, but this applies to everyday life too. It could be that coworker who's constantly undermining you, that online troll spewing negativity, or even that voice inside your own head telling you you're not good enough. Don't let them win. Don't let them silence your voice. Stand tall, believe in yourself, and know that you have the power to overcome any obstacle. And remember, you're not alone in this. Surround yourself with people who believe in you, who lift you up, who have your back. Together, we can create a world where bullies don't have a place to hide. Life, it's a wild ride, isn't it? Full of ups and downs, twists and turns, and sometimes it throws you a curveball when you least expect it. Admiral McRaven, he knows a thing or two about facing challenges head-on. He's saying that when those tough times hit, you've got a choice to make: give up or step up. Now, I know it's tempting to throw in the towel when things get rough, to say, this is too hard, and walk away. But trust me, you're capable of so much more than that. Remember those SEAL training stories? The ones where they're pushed to their absolute limit, where they're cold, tired, and ready to quit? But they don't. They dig deep, they find that inner strength, and they push through. That's what rising to the occasion is all about. It's about tapping into that reserve tank of resilience you didn't even know you had. Look, I'm not saying you have to be a Navy SEAL to overcome challenges. What I am saying is that everyone has that warrior spirit within them. It's about embracing those tough moments, those tests of character, as opportunities to prove to yourself what you're truly made of. It could be that big presentation at work, that crucial exam, that personal struggle you're facing. Whatever it is, don't shy away from it. Don't let it intimidate you. Rise to the occasion. Show up with your head held high, ready to give it your all. Because it's in those moments of adversity that you discover your true strength, your resilience, your ability to overcome anything life throws your way. Remember, tough times don't last, but tough people do. So go out there and show the world what you're made of. I believe in you. You know, life can throw some haymakers our way. Times get tough, we stumble and fall, and it can feel like we're staring down a whole squad of negativity. But here's the thing, even in those dark moments, one single spark can ignite a fire. One act of kindness, one word of encouragement, one person who believes in you when you don't believe in yourself, that can change everything. It's like that in SEAL training too. When one guy or gal refuses to ring the bell, refuses to give up, it electrifies the whole team. Suddenly everyone's got a little more gas in the tank. That's the power of hope. The power of believing in something bigger than yourself. And the best part is, you don't need a fancy title or a platform to make a difference. Every single one of us has that power within us. So be that spark. Be the reason someone else finds their fight. Think about the people in your life who lift you up, who push you to be your best self. They don't let you wallow in self-doubt. They challenge you to rise above. Now think about how you can be that person for someone else. Maybe it's a friend who's going through a rough time, a family member who's lost their way, or even a stranger who just needs a helping hand. A simple act of kindness can have a ripple effect, spreading positivity far beyond what you can imagine. Remember, success isn't just about reaching the top of your own mountain. It's about helping others reach theirs too. So be the wind beneath someone's wings. Be their biggest cheerleader, their rock, their beacon of hope. Trust me, the world needs more of that. Now we're talking about the big kahuna, the lesson that separates the contenders from the pretenders. Never ever quit. This ain't just about gritting your teeth and pushing through the pain, though that's a big part of it. It's about having an unshakable belief in yourself, even when the odds are stacked against you. SEAL training is designed to weed out the weak, to push you to your absolute breaking point. And let me tell you, there were times when I thought about ringing that bell. I thought about trading the pain for an easy way out. But then I'd remember why I started in the first place. I'd remember the fire in my belly, the dream I wasn't willing to let go of. Life's gonna test you. It's gonna throw curveballs, knock you down, and try to keep you on the mat. But here's the thing. You get to decide how you respond. You can stay down and let life walk all over you, or you can get back up, dust yourself off, and say, "Is that all you got?" Look, success isn't about avoiding failure. It's about refusing to let failure define you. It's about getting knocked down 9 times and getting up 10. So whatever your goal is, whether it's crushing it in the gym, dominating in the boardroom, or just being a better human being, remember this. Never, ever, ever give up on yourself. Your time is now. So go out there and make it happen. Wow, there you have it. 10 life-changing lessons from Make Your Bed by Admiral McRaven. A blueprint for conquering any challenge life throws your way. Remember, even if you just take one of these lessons and apply it to your life, you're already on the path to greatness. Now I gotta know, which lesson resonated with you the most? Hit me up in the comments below and let's talk about it. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel for more motivational content, and share this video with someone who needs a little fire under their feet. Until next time, stay strong, stay focused, and go make your bed.